These movements indicate that much more flexibility in Hugo's pelvis. And he can move his arms and his legs in much better coordination together. But it's the opening of the pelvis that is really the important thing, which is so important for a child who is anticipating, or we would anticipate is going to walk, despite the severity of the injury. So he has to lift his knees and really work his hips to do this, not to just drag the lower part of his body over the obstacles, but to make certain also that they are the connection between his knee and his hip is strong enough to give him support. So when he gets off the obstacle, he doesn't fall on his nose. Now he's opening out his hands better spontaneously. And this is also very important for the development of the joints of his fingers and wrists and the connection between his thumb and first finger. But having done it once, that was exhilarating enough to want to for him to want to do it again and again and again, as you will see, because each time he felt, I can do that a little bit better. This was interesting. I can solve that problem. And this is a child really enjoying movement in a way that children with cerebral palsy are usually really denied, because it's so painful and awkward for them to move. So here we have the strength in his arms and his shoulders and his ability to maintain his truncal weight, to go down on one knee and up on another knee, pulling it forwards. And for him, this is an adventure because he didn't realize he could do this until we set it up for him. And then once he'd done it once, he was intrigued to find out how much faster can I do it? How much more efficiently can I do it? So from what he saw, that triggered a response, a nerve response in his joints. His joints were alive to serve the movement that he was interested in creating. Noticeably coordinating the opposite knee and hand. Really nice strong arms now. He's got his elbows. He's finally got elbows that work. And this is so good for him because it's so good for his breathing and it's so good for the circulating blood through the bones of the pelvis and the ligaments that connect the bones of the pelvis.
You said before he has his elbows. So previous to this point, he didn't have enough nerve tissue in the elbows, in
They'd
the elbow.
collapse. His elbows would collapse.
Yeah. And then because he's gotten so much circulation into his arms, now the capillaries are there, and now the
Yes.
nerve tissue can grow, and now his brain is learning to interpret the nerve tissue signals from his elbows, and now he can start to use his elbows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is a recapitulation of every baby.
It is. It is. And it's just so it's so really delightful because each time he gains something new and he plays with it.
And this is, of course, what in all children do.
Yes.
He just has a lot of challenges that make everything just take much longer.
Yes, and his body is heavier and bigger, so it's more difficult for him. But nevertheless, he sails on with it, and he really is remembering the things that I've told him and practicing it. Tanya finds him talking about me to himself, practicing the exercise.
He's a good
Very,
student.
very delightful.